Good morning, friends. Welcome to another Daily Dose from your Covid Chaplain. G'day. I'm rather delighted with our topic this week. I hope it's been practical for you, as part of my intention was to think of something a bit more practical after what I put you through last week. But as I think about the things that you have at hand, that's been our theme this week. What's at hand? What have you actually got around you? And I've been thinking more about God blessing those things, like he blessed Aaron's rod and made it something really powerful. And as I told you, I think it was yesterday, about blessing that little jug of oil that made such an amazing abundance of oil that it paid all the debts off for that woman. But there's another aspect to all of that, and that's not about you being blessed. I mean, I want you to be blessed. I want you to be a blessing. But it's really about you learning how to bless others. We have this silly idea at times that if I had $1 million, I'd give it a lot of money to an orphanage, or once my business really kicks in, I want to be able to do this or to do that with the money and see this happen and help him and support that. And we've got these gonna do this thing kind of idea. If only we had the money, if only we had the wealth. Well, as we talk about what's at hand, I want to suggest to you that what's at hand becomes quite a test of who you really are. You see, if you're going to give away stacks and stacks of money one day when you get rich, and you don't give away anything right now, guess what? I don't think you're really ever going to give any money away. If you're thinking of blessing people when you've got lots of capacity and you can't do it now, then I don't think your dream of doing it one day is anything but just a self-delusion. The way to tell who you are and what you might be going to do sometime in the future is what you're doing right now. Tell me, you've got little things at hand, common things at hand. You've got a little bit of money in your wallet, just a little bit of stuff at hand. If you aren't using that to bless other people, you're not going to bless them when you've got a bucket full. If you can't use that to be thoughtful, to be generous, to be kind, to be caring now, then don't ever think you're going to do it later. Those little things that you've got at hand, are the test of who you are. So your challenge today, as I kind of ramp up a bit of pressure on you, your challenge today is to take those little things, look at the little things that you've got in your world. Hopefully you've been looking at them all week since I stirred you up about this back on Monday. Have a look at the little things and say, how can I bless someone else with this? So for instance, what if you've got a drawer full of kitchen utensils you've collected over the past 10 or 20 or 30 years, and you've got several of items that you only use one, but you've got several more of the others. That's such a silly little thing, but can you take the spare ones and give them to someone who might need them or appreciate them? Have you got the ability to make a cake or to create something interesting that you could cook and take to somebody? Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. That might make them feel demeaned. Hey, I'm talking about you being a blessing. Stop thinking about your pride or your discomfort. It's about you being a blessing. If you can't bless somebody, if you're going to find an excuse about why you can't do it, you've got a problem. You get out there and bless people with the things you've got at hand. You've got so many bits and pieces around your world, little things that aren't of any great value to anybody, but be generous and bless people with those little things, the things that are at hand, and prove that you really know how to be a blessing. Prove that you know how to be generous, that you know how to be thoughtful, that you can be that person that you're meant to become. Don't wait till you win the lottery. Don't wait until the boss gives you some huge bonus or some unknown benefactor dies and leaves you $1 million. Get out and be a blessing now with those simple little things, the little things that are at hand. Maybe you do understand this. There are people out there that would just love to be invited as a guest to someone's home. Just love to do that. I had a weird experience some years ago. I was off at a conference. It was interstate in Australia. I'd gone a long way with a group of my friends from a church. We'd gone up there to attend a conference for pastors. I was there and during the conference, a woman came up to me, and she wasn't anybody impressive. She came up to me and she said, "Sir, could I buy you a coffee?" And I thought, well, yeah, it should be fine. She said, "Can I take you to a coffee shop and buy you a coffee?" I said, "Yes." And we made an arrangement that the next afternoon in the break between certain sessions, I was going to be free. And so I would meet her at a particular coffee shop that she designated, and she'd buy me a coffee. Now, I arrived and she was there, and we sat down and we chatted pleasantries, and she was just a very ordinary person. There was nothing remarkable about her, and she had no special prophetic anointing or any reason why she wanted to talk to me. She felt that she wanted to bless a pastor. I wasn't to pay for anything. I was to have what I wanted. Well, I only wanted a cup of coffee, and she was going to pay for it. When the cup of coffee was over, and I only had a small window of 25 minutes, when my time was up and I had to leave, she got out a bag of coins as if she'd broken a piggy bank, and had a bunch of coins, and she was going to go and pay the bill out of that. She was a woman of very meager means, and the joy of her heart was to being able to bless a pastor with a cup of coffee. Like, I could have bought 100 cups of coffee myself. I didn't need her to do it. But I gave her the opportunity to be blessed by taking out her coins and buying me a cup of coffee. Weird experience. Only ever happened to me that once. But it reminds me that other people need to be given opportunity to be blessed, whether that's by them blessing you or them receiving a blessing. So just look at what you got in your hands. For that woman, she had a piggy bank full of coins, and she used that little bit to be able to be a blessing to me and to represent something of God's care and character to me. And it was a privilege. It was humbling for me to be able to think, this woman is feeling blessed because she's using her coins to buy me a coffee. May she be blessed. May she continue to feel that blessing. Friends, you've got so many little things in your world that can be a blessing. So stop all these high and mighty ideas about what you'll do one day, and if only you had this or any other. Just get real and do something with what you've got right now. So today, walk around your home, have a look at those things that are at hand, and say, God, show me who I can bless and how I can be a blessing today, even if it's in the simplest little way, the simplest little way, the simplest little way. If you go into the shop, then you can just simply, as you go through the checkout, say, here's $5. That goes toward whatever the guy behind me or that woman behind me is going to buy. You surprise people by being a blessing with the little things you've got in your hands. Can you do that? That's your crazy challenge from your crazy COVID chaplain for today, because I want to see you get blessed and I want to see you be a blessing. So as you do that, may God bless you.